Hello, good morning, learners. Welcome to this lesson, and I'm here to take you through business studies Form 2. First of all, before we proceed on, I would like to introduce myself. And actually, I'm a teacher of mathematics, and I also teach business studies. So in this lesson, we are going to learn about business studies, and I will not take much on that. Allow me just to share the presentation that we are going to be looking at in our lesson. So let me share the slides. So this is what we are going to look at. So our lesson is about business studies Form 2, and our topic is going to be about warehousing. So before we proceed, or before I start, our lesson objectives are as follows. Now, by the end of the topic, you should be able to, number one, define the term warehousing. And number two, you are supposed to be able to state and explain the importance of warehousing to business. You are also expected to list the essentials of a warehouse. And lastly, you are supposed to be able to discuss the types of warehouses, which we are going to learn. Yes. We need first to get to understand the meaning of the term warehouse. We will also be looking at the meaning of warehousing as we proceed. So when we mention the word warehousing, what normally come in your mind? Or if you have come across this term, a warehouse, what come in your mind? So actually, a warehouse is a place or a building set aside where goods are stored until their demand arises. So we are saying that this is a place or a building set aside where goods are stored until their demand arises. So it means we are simply storing goods until their need arises. The other terms that are used to refer to a warehouse are, we have a depot, a godown, or a silo. So those are the other terms which are used to mean the same as a warehouse. And now we are going to look at warehousing. From the word warehouse, we get the word warehousing. And here, warehousing means the process of storing goods until the time they are required. So this is now the process, that process whereby we are storing goods until the time they are required or they are needed. Yes, so that is warehousing. And warehousing creates time utility. Yes, it creates time utility because we are storing goods for a certain period until the demand arises. I know you've come across a utility. We have other types of utilities apart from the one we've mentioned here, time utility. I know we have a form utility. We still have other types of utilities like place utility and others. So we are saying that warehousing creates time utility. When we proceed, we are also going to look at the stages in warehousing process. And there are three distinctive stages in warehousing process. Namely, number one, we have receiving goods into a warehouse, storing the goods, and releasing them to users. So those are the three stages in warehousing. Number one, I've said receiving goods. Number two, you have storing them. And lastly, releasing them to users. So those are the stages in warehousing. In our next slide, we will be looking at now the importance of warehousing to the business, the importance of warehousing to the business. So we need to understand warehousing as a process of storing goods until their demand arises or until they are needed. It has its what benefits or its importance, and that is what we are going to look at the importance of warehousing to the business. So number one, warehousing ensure steady or continuous flow of goods. It ensures steady or continuous flow of goods. And in this case, you will find that producers, they are able to produce and store goods awaiting demand through warehousing. For example, we will find agricultural products that are produced seasonally. They are made available throughout the year. So that is what the aspect of steady flow of goods. We have continuous flow of goods. Yes. Number two, warehousing also has this importance of stability in prices. And here, warehousing ensures that there is no surplus or shortage of goods. It ensures that there is no surplus or shortage of goods. It ensures that goods are stored when in plenty and released to the market as their need arises. So here, goods are stored when they are in plenty, when they are many, and they are released to the market as their need arises, when they are needed, when they are demanded. The demand is high now. That is when they are released. So this helps to keep their prices fairly stable, and that is why we are saying it has this importance of stability in prices. The other importance of warehousing, which we will discuss, is about security. And here we know very well that in warehousing ensures that goods are protected against physical damage and adverse weather conditions. Yes, so goods are protected. Goods can also be protected from loss through pilferage and theft. And in this case, when you talk about pilferage, I know it is a new term. It simply means the act of stealing items of little value. Yes, and that one is a negative impact. Yes, it is a negative impact. In fact, it is not allowed. So we are saying that it ensures that goods are protected against physical damage and adverse weather conditions, and also they are they protected against loss, and this is happening through pilferage and theft. That is number three. So number four, importance of warehousing, which we'll be talking about, is to do with preparation of goods for sale. So while the goods are in the warehouse, they can be prepared for sale. For example, they can be blended, they can be packed, they are graded or sorted out. So these are the just activities that are done in order to prepare goods for sale. So this is an importance to the business. The other importance of warehousing, which we can still talk about, is the sale of goods. So goods may be sold while still in the warehouse, and if sold while still in a bonded warehouse, duty passes to the buyer. So don't worry about the term bonded warehouse, because we'll still look at it under the types of warehouses. So we are saying that the other importance of warehousing to the business is that goods can be sold while they are still in the warehouse. The other importance which we need to discuss is about specialization. And here, warehousing encourages specialization in production and distribution. It ensures specialization in production and also in distribution. And we realize that the producers, they concentrate only in producing or in production, while the distributors stores the goods for sale to the customers. So the distributors are the one who take part in storing the goods for sale to the customers. And also we don't forget to talk about the distribution now, the distribution activity in business. So we have that aspect of specialization, because we are saying we have producers who specialize in production, or they concentrate only in producing, and the distributors, they concentrate in distribution. So we have the aspect of specialization, which is an important to the business. The other importance of warehousing, which I'm going to talk about, is meeting unexpected demand. So here we are saying that unexpected demand can be met, and we'll discuss this by saying that the government collects agricultural goods. For example, they collect cereals and store them as buffer store to be used in times of disaster or serious shortages. So they are collected and they are stored in order to be used in times of what? Disasters. So this helps to meet what? The unexpected demand. The unexpected demand. Lastly, which I'm going to discuss the importance of warehousing to the business, is that warehousing helps to improve the quality of goods. And here I will mention examples of goods that usually improve in quality while they are in warehouse. We have tobacco and wine. We are told that they mature with the time, and therefore this improves the quality of goods. So those are the only importance that I've been able to share with you, and you can research for more. You can research for more. So this marks the end of our presentation, and I want to leave you with an assignment which you are going to look at. So the assignment is written below. You're supposed to define the term warehouse. You also tell us what is warehousing, and you highlight 4 ways in which warehousing is important to a trader. Thank you for watching, and this marks the end of our lesson. And I want to urge you to also subscribe to my channel for more videos, or for more sessions of learning. Thank you.